Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final bonus episode, and the final episode full stop of Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door. This episode, we've got two orders of service, which are all basically in the same area anyway. First off, we have a trouble to collect. Swab, erase that graffiti. I need someone to go to the 50th floor of the pit of trials for me. Shaboom! So I needed someone pretty tough. Shaplowy. For details, please see me next to Ganon statue in Far Outpost. Shablumity. I forgot he was Bob-omb, so I start off not with right accent, so that is problem. It has been a while since I record Paper Mario. Anyway, we need to head now to Far Outpost, speak to Swab. Now, I believe this one here is Swab. You agreed to help my trouble, Shaplui. Thanks to you, Shapoom. There is dungeon on the Rogueport called Pit of 100 Trials. Kapow. I heard if one writes wish on wall of 50th floor, then wish comes true, Shapop. I use special big explosion to get down to 50th floor and write wish, Shakrak. And then I realized whole thing was hoax. I risk life getting down there for useless graffiti. I wanted to erase Shashum. I would erase it myself, but I don't think I could get down there again. So, could you go to 50th floor of Pit of Trials and erase graffiti, please, Shaplu? In case you hadn't guessed, we're planning on doing the Pit of 100 Trials, and it's annoying to get halfway down the Pit of 100 Trials and realise that you haven't already got that trouble. So we've activated it. There are kind of three reasons to go down the Pit of 100 Trials before doing it fully. First of all, if you have the trouble which you need to get to this 20th floor on, 21st, something like that, then you have a trouble, here's trouble there when you need to get to the 50th, and also the 50th gets you the strange sack, which lets you hold twice as many items. I would not recommend doing the Pit of 100 Trials before getting the strange sack, so it's weird to say that you have to do the Pit of 100 Trials by doing it part the way down, well, halfway down, and then get out and do it again, but those 20 item slots are invaluable, and Swab's trouble, unfortunately, is an endgame one. Like, you can't accept it before completing the game, otherwise I would have done it when I got the strange sack, which was before the recipes thing. So speaking of strange sack, what do I have in my sack? Oh, I've been preparing off camera, ladies and gentlemen. I have a lot of life shrooms, so they restore 10 HP, but will also restore me if I fall. I'm going to try and switch out partners if they're dying, so hopefully the life shrooms will only activate for Mario, because that fucked me over in the final fight against the Shadow Witch, Shadow Queen, so hopefully I can avoid that fate. Got 3 Thunder Rages for emergencies if I just need some quick, guaranteed, kind of guaranteed wallop on the enemies. Then I got 6 Whacker Bumps. I've now got every Whacker Bump in the game. You can only get 8. I got 1 already, and I've got 6 here. Because Whacker Bumps replenish 25 HP, 25 FP, which is extremely efficient healing. You can technically make them better by cooking them into a Zest Deluxe, which heals 40 and 40 rather than 25 and 25. I could not be asked to spend ages gathering, like, 6 golden leaves to cook up a load of Zest Deluxes. Perhaps I should have done, and maybe I will do that if I fail. No, I'd have to sell some life shrooms and stuff to make space for it. It's a whole thing. And then finally, I got shroom steaks, which heal 30 HP and 10 FP. So, everything I've got that's healing, other than the life shrooms, which are just emergency, will heal both HP and FP in roughly similar amounts. I don't think I'll be using a huge amount of FP, this is more about endurance, but it's nice to know that all my healing will kind of top me up there. So with that in mind, I'm keeping my badge setup pretty much the same as it's been, except I put Spike Shield back on, because I took that off. Actually, I had Spike Shield on for the Glitz bits anyway, so you know that's on. Other than that, we're just about ready to go. I'll meet you at the entrance to the trial pit. So, down in the trial pit, there are many things we need to gather. There's, I think, 3 badges that are new that we've not got from anywhere else, which are only in the trial pit. There's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 new tattles down there. The remaining 15 tattles in the entire game. Fuck's sake. And most of them are annoying because you can only get them in the trial pit, but you can access the trial pit at any time, and even when you complete it, you're allowed to do it again. So, even if there's no way you can ever get them to appear in the bin in Franklish, you always have to go down and tattle them. It's an arse. So this is going to be quite heavily edited, because our first enemy that we need to tackle doesn't even start appearing until the 20th floor and beyond. So, I will do a lot of cutting. So, on with the show. So, we've made it down as far as floor 20. There is a mover here who will move you down a few levels, 2 or 5 for a certain amount of coins. I'm actually not going to do that for these next levels because there's actually an enemy that I want to make sure I get tackled in them. Unfortunately, he's standing in the bloody way and I can't hit this stupid thing. There we go. So, I guess at this point, first I'm going to switch to Goombella to get ready for tackling, and secondly I should talk about some strategies for here, because there's kind of 3 crucial parts, really. Number 1 is your curse. Aha, here's a fucker we need to tackle. Somehow I missed this when I've been in the pit in the past. So number 1 is a curse. If you remember, you can pay 50 coins for the special path curse. That, if you got it for the final chapter, will still be active now, will therefore essentially remain active for the rest of the game. That is so handy. The fact that it will occasionally block hit, give you extra damage, give you extra defense, that kind of stuff is brilliant. By the way, that's a spiky Goomba. It's a Goomba that likes dark places. Max HP is 7, attack is 4, and defense is 0. Stack is pretty high, huh? I'm sure you know this, but try not to jump on the spike. I wonder what I'd look like if I'd look like that if I stayed down here long enough. I'd rather not think about that. They're tanning salons and rogue ports. Right, I'm going to try and see if I can kill everyone with a multi-bounce. I probably can't, no, because I only do 5 at a time. Ah well, that would have been fun. I'm actually going to take a fair bit of damage here, probably. Oh no, I'm not. So, this brings me on to point 2, which is badgers. Oh, they made each other invisible, that's annoying. Oh, they actually did make each other invisible. That makes Goombella not overly useful here. I'll kill the one with the HP drain. So, a key thing with badgers to remember in this dungeon is not just to defend, I guess, in case this guy attacks. Have badgers which let you heal. So I've got happy heart. Each of them's got a happy heart. So I've got a happy heart and a happy heart P, and I've also got a happy flower. This is really important because that means you will slowly regenerate, and slow regeneration is kind of key here because you don't want to be using healing items unless you're actually... Oh, we got forked! You don't want to be using healing items unless you're actually in trouble. You just want to rely on just having a happy heart or a happy flower just to kind of keep you topped up. Equally, prioritize things that make you defensive. Defense plus, because having something which makes you more powerful or gives you more access to items or anything like that is always going to be kind of second fiddle to something which just means you take 1 less damage every hit, which increasing defense will do. So that is super useful and always will be. So kind of focus on that. Now, therefore, I've got 1 defend plus on the partner and 2 and 2 defend pluses on 5 of them. Bugger me. 2 defend pluses on Mario himself. So that makes me with a good... I also have damage dodgers on, which give you an extra defense if you nail the action command. So if I nail the action command with Mario, that blocks an additional 3 damage, which is ridiculously handy. And boink. See, it means that in the lower floors you'll take no damage really often, and on the higher floors you will take far less damage. And like, the Pit of 100 Trials is going to be slow. It's just a really slow thing. We're on floor 22 out of 100. So we're nearly a quarter of the way there. It's just going to be a slog. We've been going for half an hour. I've been recording for half an hour. I'm going to see if I can superguard this guy. Oh, that was a risk. Well, still did no damage even with a failed guard, and he stole my coin, but I'll take it back. So you just kind of got to accept the fact that it's going to be a slog and prepare for long-term kind of stuff. Ooh, extra star points. So rather than massively optimizing yourself, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Oh, I got 2 instead of 1. Thank you, Curse. Finally, Sweet Treat. Sweet Treat is extremely valuable in the pits because it's a primary way of healing, basically. It's healing, which doesn't involve any... I don't know if I can get rid of Goombella now. I can switch her out for... Oh, let's say Bobbery. It's healing, which doesn't involve using any items, and you regenerate star power so fast down here. So using Sweet Treat to keep yourself kind of topped up is a super helpful technique. Because here, like, say, after using this, I'll be on 6 flower points from top. There's no point in healing that, and also, if you bring items just to heal little bits of health and flower power, you're actually then using up slots you could use for really powerful healing items or life shrooms, which might screw you over when you get down to the later floors. Sweet Treat is just, like, cause I'm pretty much, until I get to, what, floor 60 or something like that, I'll probably be on damn near full star power pretty much constantly. So that would be a huge bit of advice, is use Sweet Treat whenever you want to do just a little bit of healing. Don't bother with Sweet Feast. If you have damage, like properly damaged, use Sweet Feast. But if you're just a little bit worse for wear, just use Sweet Treat every now and again with Mario. Just keep yourself kind of topped up. Other than that, next enemy we need to tackle is not until the 30s, so I'll see you down there, I guess. This is worth noting, this is my third time doing the fight this on floor 24, because of everyone's favourite, the bandits. If the bandits run away from combat, you do not count as having beaten them. So the enemy on the field will just flash a little bit, and then they'll come back. And you got to make sure you actually defeat every enemy. If they run away from combat, it doesn't count as you defeating them, therefore you can't proceed to the next thing. Hopefully that should actually kill it. There we go. So, important thing to note there. It's rare because you actually, I think the trial pit's the only place you ever actually see bandits on the field. Other than that, they're only ever... You see other enemies on the field and bandits are part of it, so it's an odd one. So, here we are at the 30th floor. So we're over halfway to the furthest we've been so far and to getting the trouble done. None of that is particularly exciting, but this is exciting here. There's a new enemy and he's about to hit me, I think. But again, there's an enemy we've already seen, but I think the time I went down to... well, there's your story for you. The time I went down to floor 50 to get the strange sack was... I decided to start the Pit of Trials at the end of a 3 hour, I think I've been recording for that point. There was like 3 hours. I was like, oh, I'll do the Pit of 100 Trials. That'd be a great idea. Newsflash, it wasn't. So that's a Dark Cooper. It lives in dark places that light never reaches. Max HP is 8, attack is 4, defense is 2. It's a bit tougher than a regular Cooper, so you won't be able to beat it easily. But it does have the same weakness as a regular Cooper. Flip it over and it's helpless. Why do you think it needs sunglasses down here anyway? What's the point? So yeah, it was at the end of a 3-hour recording session. I was like, I'll do the Pit of 100 Trials. Just down to floor 50, that'll be fine. And I did it fine. It took about 45 minutes, during which time I did absolutely zero commentary. Because I was just like, I'm just going to go to floor 50. And I think I may have done commentaries at floor like 30 and 40 when I was picking up items, but other than that, I was like, I can't be asked to speak unless I have to. So it meant I also missed all these tattles, and I was just thinking, I'll be back down here again later. And here I am, back down later. So, I guess it did kind of all work out in the end. Interesting thing, ooh, I missed a softener. Not very useful because I haven't got any item slots at the moment because I still haven't used an item this far down, which is good. We use Vivian. Vivian's nice because you can hit anyone, anywhere, no questions asked. Interesting thing about the Pit of 100 Trials as well. It was designed by the Shadow Queen. Ooh, a floor with a mover. I will absolutely take you down to like 5 levels, please. So, let's see what this looks like. Alright, close your eyes. My secret paths are secret. Don't open your eyes at all. Oh, that's good. I think we're on floor 37 now. But we've landed on another mover. So, I'm going to have him take me down to floor something. What do you give me an option to? So, I'm on 37, 33. I'll have him take me down to 39. I don't want to go all the way down to... I don't want to skip 40 because... I don't know why. That's completely pointless. But basically, we skipped 10 floors there, which is real nice. Now, I think there's a Shady Cooper, which we've seen before, I want to say. Because I've got a note of when the various creatures we need to tackle come up. And yeah, these are Shady Coopers, which we have seen before, which is fine. So yeah, only one more floor to do, and then we're into the 40s, where we've got another one to tackle. That's really cool. Was I saying something before I triggered the mover? I don't know. Well, if I was, I'll start saying it again when I remember it. Ow. See, I tried to do a supercard there, and I tried to do a supercard there as well. I fucked up both. But Mario, even fucking up the supercard, still only took 1 damage, so really just, you can be... Being hard is important. Being hard and, like, defensive is important in the Pit of Trials, just because it saves you so much in the long run. Remember, marathon, not sprint. So... Down at floor 40 now, from which we'll just be proceeding immediately. So we're now almost at the edge of my kind of how far we've got so far. In this next batch, the 40s, there is this enemy, which is a new one to tackle, which is, like we just did, the Dark Cooper. This one is the Dark Paratrooper, of course. Let's tackle it. Well, let's get a fight with it first. Come on. Here you go, little bastard. Oh dear. Oh, bugger. Oh my goodness, there's 4 of them. Okay, let's send Goombella up first. This is a Dark Paratrooper. It lives in dark, damp places. Max HP is 8, attack is 4, defense is 2. It's strong, but otherwise just like other paratroopers. It's airborne, so try and ground it first. I remembered what I was going to say. I was talking about the Pit of 100 Trials. So, one thing you notice about the Pit of 100 Trials is it's right next to the 1,000 Year Door. And it's actually mentioned by Grifty in Grifty's Tales, when he talks about like when the demon was first setting up camp here 1,000 years ago, that it created a dungeon into which it threw everyone who displeased it. And that's what the Pit of 100 Trials is. So it's actually like, its reason for existence is actually kind of canonized within the game, which is pretty cool. I used Architect there, which is quite expensive, but as I say, you regenerate star power back. If, like me, you do stylish on every bloody move, you regenerate hit points? Star power back really easily. So that's the one I want to tackle on the 40s. I guess I'll see you next at floor 50. So, at this point, we have got an enemy, which requires us to change up tactics a little bit. I'm going to take multi-bounce off, and I'm going to put ice power on. Because we've got embers, and because Mario, currently because I have the Jumpman badge on, which means he can't hammer, it means Mario is completely impotent against these things, and Vivian's also probably not the best one. Vijay, good one. Oh, getting the curse power here. So, yeah, also we're only on, I said I'd beat you again on level 50, we're only on level 43. That was a lie, it turns out. Recording has been going for 50 minutes at this point, so you get an idea of how long this is going to take. Because definitely it's also not a constant rate. Absolutely, later floors take longer and longer because enemies are harder, which is all very fun. So here we are at level 50. Charlieton's here, who will sell a range of helpful items, and we've still got no slots because I haven't had to use anything so far. So we're halfway there in terms of distance. It's not in terms of time, I suspect, but hey. That means as well, I bloody nearly forgot to do it, didn't I? Look, it's Swab's graffiti. There is graffiti on the wall here. Swab's wish. I want to get married to Bobolink, my dear love, in a shocker wedding. I want us to have 22 kids so we can start soccer team, Shablooey. If this graffiti was scrawled with a fierce hand, it might never come off. Oh, it'll come off all right. Explosion! There we have it. And that's the graffiti removed. That is Swab's trouble completed. On with the show. Now, these next floors, I'm going to swap my badges back because I know I don't need... I know the floors basically that I need ice power for, which is the 70s is the next lot for it, so it's a while away, so I'll put multi-bounce back on because it's quite nice. Maybe we'll put Sleepy or Soft Stomp on later, I wonder, because multi-bounce becomes less and less useful. Anyway, down we go. Oh no, not yet. Let's switch to Goombella because there is a new enemy on these floors. Let's go. Oh, and there he is. He's on the field anyway, so. So we'll kill the first one of them probably just like that, I suspect. I don't actually know how much health they have. Apparently more than 10. This is when shit actually starts getting really quite powerful. Let's tackle it. This is a badge bandit, and these can be a bit of a fucker. That's a badge bandit. He's a bandit who'll go after your badges, that jerk! Max HP is 12, attack is 5, defense is 0. Defense is 0. He has a high attack power and HP. He sometimes steals a badge when he tackles you, so use your guard carefully. And even if he gets one, keep your cool, okay? If he runs from the battle, you can always find him and re-engage him. Because, yes, do you remember what I was talking about earlier when I was like, I've got a lot of star power. I'm going to use... I'm not sure what the chance of Showstopper working on these guys are. Fuck it, I'll use Art Attack. Basically, if they grab a badge and run off with it, then you have to fight the enemy again, like I was talking about a few floors up. That is obviously unfortunate. But it's not the end of the world. It just means you have to fight them. It means you definitely won't lose a badge, but you will just lose potentially health and stuff like that from having to do the same fight over and over again until you defeat it. So, as ever with bandits, kind of focus on them while they're there, not because there's a real risk of them stealing your badge, but because there's a real risk of them seriously slowing you down. Anyway, that was the enemy I wanted to tackle on these floors. So, I guess I'll see you next unless anything exciting happens at floor 60. So, here we are on floor 60 and our first new present. Because we got a double dip. It's not new because we got one just on the bonus episode, actually, in Far Outpost. So that's not particularly exciting. I don't think, are any of the badges down here new? I don't know. There's a couple of new badges. I think there's 3. Anyway, we're now on to the 60s. So, here's a new enemy right here, and this is an interesting one to tackle, because this is a Dark Lakitu, which throws out a new type of Spiny. You have to be careful to not kill the bastard, which shouldn't be a problem here. There's also a fucking Dark Crawl, which have 20 HP, and they can be a real bugger down in the pits, because they are so damaging that way. But anyway, that's a Dark Lakitu. It rides a rain cloud. Max HP is 13, attack is 5, defense is 0. It attacks by throwing pipes at you. If it's holding up a pipe when you jump on it, you'll get hurt. And sometimes the pipes it throws turn into sky blue Spinies, a new enemy. Whoa. If you only attack the Spinies, you'll never win, so go after the Dark Lakitu. So I have 13 hit points and Dark Crawl has 20. These are powerful, so I'm going to use an art attack. This thing, the battles just take so much longer from here just because everything's so much tougher. If I just keep getting a good art attack on these guys, I should hopefully... I'm hoping to kill the Spiny and do as much damage to the Craw as I can, because I could realistically do... because I got my Spike Shield on, so I could do like 10 to the Craw in one hit, which means I should be able to kill it next turn. It'll get an attack on me, but they're not particularly powerful, they've just got a lot of health. Hopefully that... Oh, I'm really hoping on that thing to actually chuck a Spiny so I can tackle it at this stage. Oh, it's got the bloody thing on its head, ain't it? Let's jump on the Craw, which should kill it. And now we just kind of gotta wait for this guy to chuck a Spiny. Let's appeal, I guess, because, you know, we can build up star power at this point. There we go, got the Spiny spawned. That's wonderful. Oh, and I'm invisible. Oh no, Gumbella's invisible even. Brilliant. Right, so now let's tackle the Sky Blue Spiny. This is a really easy one to actually miss. If you're just powering through the pit like I kind of am, this is a tackle you can miss because you might not keep a Dark Lakitu alive enough for it to throw an S Blue Spiny. That's a Sky Blue Spiny. It appeared from a pipe thrown by the Dark Lakitu. Pipe! What is this pipe shit? It just throws spiky balls at me. There's no pipes there. Maybe it's a bad translation thing, or maybe it's like that in another version. Max HP is 6, attack is 6, and defense is 4. 4 in the defense, good lord. It'll totally charge at you. Sometimes it balls up to defend and store energy for an attack. If you can, beat it and its belly buddies it may have with a special attack. Yeah, Sky Blue Spinies are a real potential buggering. But, as she says, you won't win by beating the Spiny, so I'm going to focus on the Lakitu. This may kill it in one. Yes, it did. Brilliant. Nice to know a spin jump can do 12 in one. That's very powerful. Ugh, that thing's all curled up now. I can pierce its defense using Mrs. Mouse? I don't actually know about that. I'm going to try it. How much can I do any defense to it from here? Ah, well, not if I cock up the action command, I can't. Right, let's try Love Slap. This should pierce defense, but also it may count as spiky. I don't know. Ah, it counts as spiky. Bugger. Well, you know, now we know this. How much damage? I'm going to do a spin jump on it. Is that just 1 and then 7 now? Oh, so jump flips it, that's worth knowing. So, hella worth keeping Spike Shield on for these guys. Anyway, that's everything we needed together for floor 60s. So I'll see you again at floor 70. We are making progress. At least that is good. Oh, fuck. Fucking bones, bugger. Oh, these guys are going to be a problem, aren't they? And I completely cocked up the action command on that. You can see what I mean by this is the point where shit starts to actually get a bit challenging. If I do a monthly bounce here, I'll hopefully take out one of the bones at least, just to stop them from completely multiplying at a good rate. And will a bomb take out the second one? Oh, of course. If you can, kill these guys with either Vivian or Bobbery, because then you kill them dead permanently, whereas that one, there's still an annoying chance that it's going to get back up again, which would obviously be less than ideal, but if I kill the Craw, that'll count as the end of the battle anyway. I don't have to destroy the bodies, it's just while the battle is still going, the bodies may come back up. At least we're not far away from a level up, which will, amongst other things, heal me. Oh, that's slightly annoying. I wish I'd kind of got a level up before coming down here, but other than... There's no easy way to get a level up at this stage in the game, because basically, level 30 is pretty much as far as you get in the game. You can get beyond it, but as I say, I've gone through everything. I've pretty much beaten every enemy as I've taken them. I've not really gone out my way to dodge enemies. I've done the glitz bits again, and I'm level 28. I'll get to level 29 in the pit. There's a small chance, if I'm lucky with the curse and stuff like that, might get to level 30. Level 30 is great because I go from being an A-list star to being a superstar, which is the largest stage you get. So you got 200 audience members, and it does even more crazy effects and stuff like that. So potentially really handy. Maybe I'll get that from here. Ho 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 ho! Hello, mover. You're gonna skip a load of shit for me, aren't you? Because I've already got the Dark Lakitu and the Sky Blue Spiny, so I'm gonna have you take me down 5 floors. Wonderful. Let's go. So, that's us now down to floor 70, with another badge we already have, I believe, the Double Dip P. This is handy. So, this would be very handy if it let you attack and use an item in the same turn. It doesn't. It means you get a specific command called Double Dip, which lets you pay 4 FP, which is not stated there, to use items twice. it would be really helpful if it let you attack and item in the same thing, but rarely in cases where I mean, you could do that if you use a Thunder Rage or something like that, but other than that, it's unfortunately not the most useful thing ever. Let's bring Goombella up. And we also need to switch around badges a little bit, because this floor, I believe, has Phantom Embers on it, or this set of floors. So we need to take off the multi-bounce, off you come, and put on Ice Power. Brilliant, let's roll. One new enemy to tackle on these next 10 floors. And here he is, immediately. That's handy. Whoop. So, we've already fought Dark Wizards, but these are just regular wizards. And god, they throw us a fucking Koopa Troll, and they've got 25 hit points. They're powerful bastards, the Koopa Trolls. We get into some nasty shit now. That's a wizard. It's part machine, part organic, centuries old thing. Max HP is 10, attack is 6, defense is 3. It uses magic to attack and heal and alter your condition, so stay on guard. Its defense is high, but we can totally take this thing. Wizards are actually not I don't think, more powerful than Dark Wizards, and the nice thing about them is they can't do that fucking duplication thing that Dark Wizards do, which is really bloody handy. I could just take... I'll just use an art attack. I was going to say, I could take everything out realistically with a supernova, but I'll hit him with an art attack because... See, this thing, if, like me, you kind of abuse stylish commands, then you can really kind of blaze through the pit, getting a really reliably high amount of star power. Like, I've never been running low on it particularly. I've been using Sweet Treat, as I say, for healing, and also been using art attack and stuff at relatively frequent intervals, so... Actually... Ooh, ow, fuck, that hurt. Yeah, decent tactic actually having, switch out to Bobbery. See, my partners have taken some damage, but not a huge amount, and I'll heal them out of battle if need be, but Mario's the one who's kind of more important. What I don't want is for partners to start dying and using up my fucking life shrooms. That's the worst case scenario here, really. But yeah, as ever, and I've said this throughout the game, if you have your items, use them. That doesn't apply here so much. But certainly, if you have star power, use it. You'll get star power back. If you're in a situation where your progress would be significantly improved by using a star power attack, absolutely go ahead and do it. Like, don't die, or not even dying, because I say, marathon, not sprint. Don't take more damage than you have to in a fight because you're holding on to star power, because it'll come back. It always does. Anyway, not a huge deal to talk about here until we're down to, because that's all I wanted to tackle on these floors, so now down to floor 80. Oh, fuck. So, at this point, I'm doing a Bombast. That seems like a very silly move, but we're about to level up. We're also on floor 74, which means we're nearly 3/4 of the way there. But yeah, stuff like a Bombast, there's no harm in doing that if, you know... Oh, it only takes 1 if I guard against it well. Fucking brilliant. Because I know I'm going to level up from this, so that's going to heal me back to basically full everything, which is really nice. I think in the next 15 levels... what would I need in order to level up from that? 15 levels... 5. I'd need like an average of like 6 or 7 star points per battle, which is possible. It's not super likely, but it is possible I might level up again before the end, which would be amazing if it could happen, but who knows? It's really in the hands of the gods at this point. Whereas Koopa Trolls throw out 2 star powers, and obviously harder enemies, especially the ones that are only in the pit, do throw out a lot of potential... Oh god, Bobbery's taking a beating from the fucking stage. Enemies that are only in the pit do throw out a lot of star points, so we may be able to level up again, which would be brilliant. But anyway, for now, this might be the last time you ever see this. Hooray! Now, god, what to go for? Here's the thing. Have I got any badges I particularly want to put on? Maybe? I honestly don't know. Is it worth just going for HP up, just to be sure? Have I got any 3 badges which are actually worthwhile putting on? My heart. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna go for hit points. Right, so all I'm thinking is, the reason I didn't go for badge ones, and this will annoy me if it turns out to be true, what I don't want to do is end up... Basically, so the final few floors and basically the final 10 floors, we don't need Spike Shield on for. There's no spiky enemies in those floors, so we can take off Spike Shield, which means if we were to take off Spike Shield and also with the 3 badge points we got there, that would free up 6 for us, which means... I could have put... Okay, good. I haven't got an extra Defend Plus, because it would annoy me if I'd missed the opportunity to have a 3rd Defend Plus on. Could have put a Defend Plus P, but that's not super handy. Could have put a Power Plus on, which could be handy. Could put a HP plus P on for that. Okay, so if I do, by chance, which is unlikely, get another level up, then I'll put badge points on it, because I know with that I could potentially get some useful effects. Other than that, down we go. Oh, change up here. I'm going to use Mrs. Mouse on them, because they have annoying defense, and it's nice to pierce it. Let's roll. Oh, you got away. See, Koopa Trolls seem powerful, but they can be disabled really easily by just jumping on them. Jumping on them will... Boink! Jumping on them will put them on their backs, and actually they're not that powerful, because if I blocked that, that would have taken 1. I took 3 from it, because I'm an idiot, unfortunately. But it means you can really keep them pinned on their back, even if there's 2 of them. You can just have Mario pinning them, and then Mouse, or whoever your partner, doing shit to them. So really, they are... You can be scared by the fact they've got 25 HP, because that's some of the highest HP in the game for a non-boss enemy. But you can just keep them pinned so easily, so they're really, as long as you're on top of it, they're not really a... Ooh, that's kind of handy. That heals me 2 and Mouse by 1. They're not a huge threat. So just, as with all stuff in the Pit of 100 Trials, just keep calm and remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet at this point, but in case I've not brought it up 6-7 times, remember it. So, here we are at floor 80. The decor's now got a little bluer and creepier, and we get something kind of cool. A bump attack. Bump into weak foes to defeat them without battling. So already we've got the first attack, which if you just get a jump on them on the field, it skips the battle. Bump attack, you can just walk into them. It's great. Except for the fact it doesn't work in a Pit of 100 Trials, and we've basically done everything else in the game, so a bit annoying to get it only at this stage. But hey, kind of handy. So, going onwards, we've got a fair few tattles coming up. Mrs. Mouse has taken a bit of a beating, and I'm struggling to heal her. Not struggling to keep her alive, but just like, I'll do like a sweet treat or a sweet feast or something like that, and then she'll take some damage, so... But I could heal her with items. I'm happy that already we're down to floor 80, so we've only got 20 floors left to go, and I've not used any items, and I'm not really getting, like, pressed too hard. I can kind of handle the way I'm going at the moment. This is not a good place to be in. I've got Goombella out because I thought I was going to get a tattleable enemy, but I'm not. I've got 4 Spunniers, and I've got no multi-bounce on them, so I'm just going to art attack them, really. But yeah, I should be fine to get to the bottom, I think. I think I've got the items for if I need them, and I've got the 7 life streams. Like, being able to die like 7 times and come back, just the amount of turns that buys you is awesome. So if I can finish that... Oh, just got him. Oh, I've still got it. Cool. That went surprisingly well. There's 3 enemies I want to tackle on. I did 3 and showed up to the fucking microphone. I held up 3 fingers and held them up to the microphone. Which you obviously can't see, so God only knows where my brain got that one from. We're awful low on star power, so yeah, we are starting to get taxed a little bit. As you can see, Mario's on 33 out of 50, Goombella's on 29. We're not dying, we're not on our way out by any means, but we are being pressed a little, as you should be this late in the game. Aha! Here's a new enemy. Wonderful. And I struck first. Hopefully I won't kill it. I don't know, it has a lot of defense. I think that's very hard to do. So, and there's 2 of them anyway, so it's fine. God, look at that defense. That is mean. Let's see how much health it's got. See if it's got less than 10 health. It has 10 health, I think. I can work out from that. Ooh, 6 star points. I'll get for a pair of these. Oh, no! Don't do that. Fuck yeah, I meant to use Tattle and use Head Bonk. Oh, hey! Oh, God, that did a lot of damage because I fucked up the guard on it. Let's Tattle it. That's a Dark Bristle. It's an ancient creature made of rock. Max HP is 8. Attack is 8. Fuck, attack is 8, Jesus Christ. Defense is 4. Well, I should have known attack is 8 because it did 6 with that, and I fucked up the guard command when I had no... when I have 2 defense pluses on. You can't jump on it because of spikes, yes I can, and you can't approach it due to its spears. And its defense is high. You'd better take it out with special attacks or items. Yeah, this guy can really fuck you over unless you are smart, like me, and have Spike Shield on. Spike Shield is really the best way of taking care of these guys, because otherwise you're gonna have a rough time of it. I'll just have Goombella soak that up, because there's not gonna be... Well, I mean, there is still gonna be quite a lot of use for Goombella, because there's still a fair few things I need to tackle in this floor. Oh, this would be nice. They didn't get it. It'd be nice if the Shine Sprite was like a kind of, well, it's an appeal because she's useless at this point. It'd be nice if the Shine Sprite was a kind of wild card, but it's not, unfortunately. well, I've started to take a bit of a beating, but I should be fine. I've got so much healing, I've got so many options still, so I'm not getting worried at this stage. I'm tempted to heal Mario, but I'll probably do it at the end of the next battle if I'm still looking a bit rough. Hopefully I can build up a bit more star power and get a sweet feast down. That should bring us both up to damn near full. Let's roll! Fuck's sake, let's roll! There we go. Jesus Christ. Aha, here's another enemy we need to tackle. Every enemy we need to tackle in here. Yes, every single one is a palette swap. There are no new enemies really left in the game. But you've seen Piders before, and these are Arantula. It seems to be a thing of like, though they're spiders, but they've got one letter removed from the beginning of their name for some reason. Like Pider, spider, tarantula, Arantula. That's an Arantula. It's a spider-like creature that lives deep underground. Max HP is 16, attack is 7, defense is 0. Yeah, it's pretty tough. God, and they look really cool with their red and black colour scheme though. It'll spit web wads at you. Sometimes it even attacks several times in a row. That colouring freaks me out. I'm kind of scared of spiders. I like the colouring. So let's do this quickly. Okay, well, who's the best to take out here? They've probably got more attack. Let's focus on the first Arantula first. I did a lot, and then we can finish that off with Goombella next turn. So let's see what they do for an attack. Web wad. God, 3 even with a block and 2 defend pluses. Good lord, I'm going to take a fair beating here. I'm going to switch Goombella out so she's in back because she's at risk of dying. Goombella dying? Absolutely not a problem. Goombella dying and using up one of my life shrooms. Now there we start to have problems. I'll spin jump the next one because I really want Goombella to then take out that one. Easily, actually. She can do 8 damage in one. She's actually not as bad as I give her. Not critical. What's the bad version of crit? Ow. Oh, Goombella. I'm going to have to heal her after this fight. Maybe before this fight. Actually. Right, so now I'm in a quandary. No, I'm not in a quandary. That's a complete lie. I'm just not thinking properly. I was thinking about orders and stuff like that. But as long as I take out the Pider, not the Pider, the Arantula, that would have been great if I would have got it. As long as I take out the Arantula with Goombella, that's the Arantula move. And I believe the Bristle can only attack Mario, so that's fine. Mario can just soak up that damage. Easy enough. Now, annoying. We're capable of performing a sweet feast, but then I'll be left unable to attack. I'll just heal outside of battle, I think. It's time to use up some whacker bumps. Oh shit, well that wasn't particularly good, was it? Bugger. Appeal, I guess. At least there's only one more enemy to tackle on this. Oh god, I'm taking a fair walloping. I mean, I should be able to beat the thing, and then we'll just heal outside of battle, I guess. Yeah, that was a bit close. I mean, it wasn't close. I've got 7 life shrooms. Nothing is close when you've got 7 life shrooms, unless you use up most of your life shrooms. I mean, we came close to dying once. And then I've only got 7 lives following that. But I think it's time for a little healing, and this is where whacker bumps come in. Or do I want to hold on to the whacker bumps? Because, yeah, I think for now I'll shroom stake Mario. Shields 30 on him, and also gets our flower points back up to pretty much full. What to do? Might as well. Also, 10, 25, 25. You know, we'll leave it there for now. Hopefully this next one will be the next enemy I need Goombella for, and then we're good from there. I may be able to tell that from the field. I can! Excellent! It's really odd that this enemy turns up so bloody late in the game. Because this is a piranha plant. It's a normal piranha plant. It's its normal colour scheme. We've had pale piranhas and we've had frost piranhas, but real piranha plants don't turn up until the Pit of 100 Bloody Trials, which is really weird. I don't know how much HP that's got, so I'm going to leave it alive. And then I'm going to kill these Bunyas. If I can just tattle it with Goombella, then I can get Goombella out of the way, and then I can focus on healing her later. Because here she's not very good because there's a lot of spiky shit. That's a piranha plant. In fact, I think this is the strongest type of them all, despite being the vanilla one. Max HP is 15, attack is 9, defense is 0. Its attack power is absurdly high. It may look like a normal piranha plant, but don't be fooled. It's super tough. If we get beaten by a flower, we'll never hear the end of it. Know what I mean? Oh, that's 5 even with a good guard. And these guys will do 2, 3. And they're all going to hit me. There's nothing I can do about it unless... Super guard! Worth nailing a super guard on these guys because the timing on it is really easy because they're physically slamming into you and they move at a constant pace. They're quite an easy one to get a super guard on. What to do here, what to do here, what to do here. I should have put multi-bounce back on because I don't need ice power anymore. I need to remember to do that. This is where your emergency thunder rages come in handy because it's a good way of hitting everyone. And this will definitely make sure that one of the Spunya and the Piranha Plant is killed, which will massively reduce the damage Mario takes. Now, hopefully... Oh, you're bloody useless here, Goombella. Oh, right, I'll keep Goombella out for now because I'm going to use a Sweet Feast. Oh, well, shit. That's the issue with Super God. If you fuck it up, you take 10 damage from the pair of them, which is bloody annoying. What to do? Okay, we'll do a Sweet Feast. Just lay on Mario and Goombella, and then I can just get Goombella out of the way and focus on her again later in the future, if need be. Well, that went pretty well. Goombella's up to 20, and that'll keep her alive. Out of the way for the various bits of tackling I need for now, then let's just get her out the fuck out the way and bring out Bobbery, who's got a shit ton of health. I'm just gonna Super Guard him again. There we go. Nope. I think I was just really fucking lucky on the first lot of Super Guards. Anyway, let's throw Bobbery up front. Not that it'll matter because I should be able to kill these both in the same turn. And then I guess we're done on these floors. No, we're not done on these floors. I'm only on floor 84. But my point is, we're done on these floors with regards to Tattles, so accepting any unusual circumstances, which are granted more likely the further down we get. Those star points are building up nicely, which is good. Whoop! Yes! I'm going to do something. I'm going to do a sweet treat. How much? Mario, you don't need much healing, do you? Fuck it, I'll just hold on for now. I might just drain some flower points deliberately in the next few things and then use a Whack-a-Bump on Mario. Because Whack-a-Bump will heal Mario fully, and it's just like, it feels like the flower point side of that is a little bit wasted, but I can dial that up happily by just using a Bob-Ombast. Next game, really. So that's fine. Let's see what we got down the hole. Unless it's something exciting, I'll cut to floor 90. So, looks like we did get that level up, which is fucking brilliant that we're level 30. Because that means not only do I get a badge point upgrade, which will be handy in the next 10 floors, not the ones we're currently on. Bit of healing, always nice. And also, it means Mario became a superstar. Next battle, Mario's crowd and stage get even bigger. So it means the stage does cool shit that helps us, and having the extra crowd size is always nice. That's an all or nothing badge. We already got one in the Palace of Shadow, but hey, that's nice. 433 coins. This run has now officially generated more coins than it cost to generate the items to do it. So if I fail it, I can always try again. Exciting times, definitely. Anyway, this is the final one of this set of floors. So let's clean this up. And check out the new stage with the fancy gold trimmings. I mean, it's going to be expensive, but I'm really tempted to just supernova these guys. You know, Art Attack's almost just as powerful. What to do. Fuck it, I'm just going to supernova them. I don't care at this point. This is probably going to fuck me, because that's a lot of star power expenditure. But hey, this will do 15 damage to all of them. So we'll just get rid of them in one, which is nice. It's possible, unlikely, but possible, I will actually get another level up before the end, because all I will need is an average of 10 per floor in order to level up, and I've been kind of doing that of late. Some floors less, some floors more. So that would be brilliant if that could actually happen. Oh, there's not even another layer, and I was ready to hammer for the final layer. Because there, like, we've got 8 for that. So the next 10 floors, you know, maybe. Depends if there's movers around, so there are movers, I think I will absolutely take them this late in the day. But here we are, down to our final little rest stop. If you want to bail, here's your last chance, and you also get a nice little item. You get a lucky day. When Mario's attacks cause enemies to miss more often. It's basically a more powerful but more expensive version of Pretty Lucky. Costs 4 flower points instead of the usual. Instead of 2 on Lucky Day, but basically just cause enemies to miss, which is nice. I can now do some stuff because I believe there are no more spiky enemies coming up, which is great. Which means I can unequip Spike Shield, wherever it is. There. Spike Shield. There we go. Spike Shield can come off. That gives me 6 badge points to play around with. Now I can do a lot with these. HP plus P could be handy. Power plus could just make Mario do even more. Yeah, right. Okay, so now I have a conundrum. Power plus P might be more useful because Power plus will make Mario more useful but powerful, but Mario is useful because he can do special attacks. The partner can't do that. Going for a Power plus P might actually make the partner just do that little bit extra kick of damage, which might be the tide turner, and I think I'm going to go for that. Just because I want to be able to still rely on using Mario for Goombella up. Oh, should I heal Goombella? Do I need to heal Goombella? What am I on for flower points? Yeah, it's a bit of a waste to use a Whack-a-Bump on her. Well, you know, how many Whack-a-Bumps have I got? I have got 5 Whack-a-Bumps. You know, I'll use a Shroom Steak on Kubella. There, everyone's happy now. Kubella's up to full. And yeah, I think the partner, basically, I don't want to invest too much in Mario at the expense of the partner because Mario's the only one who can do special attacks, so I think there's logic there. Final 10 floors now. Wow, 9 floors technically, because it's only 91 to 99. 4 enemies to tackle in this, which will be a bit annoying. It means Goombella and me will take a lot of damage because it means my attack output is half to what I'm tackling, but hey. I'm confident. I think we can do this. Let's roll. Haven't used a single live stream yet, so that's a good sign. Well, there's your new enemy immediately off the bat. Spin Jump only does 3 damage. That is not great. Wish I'd kind of saved that Supernova now, because it could have been handy for taking on these fuckers, but you know, here we go. That's an elite wizard. This is the top of the heap of half-machine organisms. Max HP is 12, attack is 8, defense is 5! Fuck me. You can probably guess this, but it uses various magic moves in battle, and if it's alone, it'll create illusions of itself. Ugh. It has no real weakness. So just use whatever you've got to beat it, okay? Let's go, Mario. That's fucking handy, isn't it? Use whatever you've got. Oh, what have I got? Not a great deal. Multi-bounce will do nothing on these because a standard jump does nothing. Yeah, really need some piercing for this. And they throw us 5 of them. 5? Fuck me. This is actually going to be a really hard battle because I can do 3 in a hit. Mrs. Mouse will do 5 with her piercing, but boy, is it going to get interesting at this stage. And these guys are going to lay some serious beating on us. I really needed Supernova about now. He's dodgy and he's going to fire something at me. Yep. Ah! Right, you've got to swap out for Mouse. It's the only way we can realistically do this. Unless we hit them all with Vivian and get them burned, then at least they'll take 1 damage a turn. That's a decent enough plan for now, you know. You know what else is piercing, though? Fucking Earth Tremor. It's what I can afford. I'm going to do it to at least get a decent laydown of damage on them. All I can really do at this stage. At least I can reliably get a full Earth Tremor off. That's always nice. So that should do 6 to all of them. That's good. And that takes out the first one. That brings the rest all down to 6, so at least chances are looking relatively good for... Chances are looking fairly good for a level up, is what I was going to say. If this final one doesn't attack, we might actually lose Vivian. I mean, we've got life shrooms, so it's not the end of the world. You know what it is, though? It's just fucking annoying. Now might be the time to use the emergency Thunder Rage. Those emergency Thunder Rages were designed for situations like this when you've just got a load of enemies and you need to just take them out. Then if we jinx the rest of them, Y, A, B, 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 that should take out all of them. Brilliant. Okay, good. And we'll get a lot of star points from that. Holy shit, 30 star points. You know what? Leveling up actually sounds like a decent plan. As in a realistic plan, because we're on 40 already. Please, game, though, don't throw me 5 elite wizards again, you horrible bastard! Well, looks like it's time for some healing after that. We'll throw a Shroom Steak on Mario, which also brings my FP back up to what they should be at. Vivian's taken a bit of a battering, but you know, for now I'll just avoid using Vivian as long as I can and head down with Goombella because we may need her for tattling in the future. These floors are going to be hard. I think it's doable though. It's going to be close, but it'll be doable. Well, here's a new enemy I need as well, anyway. Come on. Oh, I wanted the opening hit. Damn it. Oh, that's going to gimp me a little bit. Oh, 2 new enemies in this one. And one of them's is a doozy. Right. What is the best way to handle this? This fucker, I think, has got to be my primary target. He's taken 9. Don't know what that means because I don't know how much health he's got, so I'm going to tackle him. So, 2 new enemies here. The first of which is a Bobolk. That's easily the biggest Bob-omb I've ever seen. Max HP is 10, attack is 4, defense is 2. It won't attack, but once its future's lit, it'll explode after a while. So the problem is how to beat it before it goes off. I mean, its bomb attack has a power of 16. That's no joke. Seriously, watch out for that. Just go all out to beat it. Pull out all the stops. Or you could just set it off early with fire explosions. Your call. So that guy's charging. That's not great. That's a weak attack. Only does 4. I tried to super guard. Why? That was just a bad risk. He's lit his fuse, but he's about to die. As in, because I'm about to kill him. And then we can tattle the poison pokies next. He dropped 5 star points though. I think, yeah, leveling up's going to be actually pretty straightforward. Which is nice. We've not really had... That's a poison puff. Poison puff. Basically just a puff of poisonous air. Max HP is 15, attack is 8, defense is 0. Its poison gas attack is 10. These things charge you, but they also save up toxins and poison you with them. Scum! Plus, you can't touch them when they're saving up toxins or you'll get hurt. Lame! Right, he's doing poisons. And yep, like they said, it did 10. Would have helped if I dodged, but I didn't. They're really annoyingly hard to hit when they're in their shitty mode, which that one currently is in its unhittable mode. Spin jump on them. They have no defense, so this will at least do a reasonable leather of damage to it. Now, do I risk a multi-bonk? Multi-bonk will be... Oh, fuck it. I'm crap at the action command on this, unfortunately. Yep! Bugger! That was a stupid risk, and now I've got to take 3 attacks when I could have just taken 2 if I'd taken out the first one. This is going to kill Goombella, actually. Yep, that's unfortunate, because now it's going to use one of my fucking life shrooms. Ugh. Well, you know, I can risk taking a life shroom for every battle from here to the end. Not great, but possible. Ow. That hurts. Right. How to handle this best. I got to get Goombella out of here. Bring out for Bobbery. Bombast will take out all of them except one, and especially the one that's charged, which is what really matters. Expensive on the flower points, but worthwhile in the long run. And hopefully this gas will work in my favour. Aha! Falling bloody stage does, right? Come on. Yes! Nice. Now the only thing is if it's going to cock me over. And Mario's poison, which is bloody annoying. Tempted to use Sweet Treat just to heal the poison. I'll whack-a-bump him out of battle. That's nice. So with him down, that's nearly another 20 star power. Dude, I'm just throwing it out there. We're getting nearly enough that we might almost get 2 level ups before the end. It's unlikely because we've only got 8-ish levels to go. Either way, need to level up. Heal at this point. Got 5 whack-a-bumps. That's still pretty good. So a whack-a-bump on Mario, which will heal him largely and heal my fire points entirely. And I'm not going to switch to Goombella because I think the next enemy we need is not until floor 94. Let's hope I'm right. Well, that's a bulky bob-omb. I think I pressed A twice there, so I should have got the thing in. Oh my god! Oh, I just got a normal jump in. Right. What to do here? Multi-bounce will light all of their fuses, and I can't take them all out fast. I can take them all out fast enough. Oh, I'm in a pickle here. If I do a multi-bounce and then a bombast, that'll be expensive. That'll be a 20. Oh fuck it, I'll do it. So they're all down to 7 health now. Hey, why did that one on 8? Fuck it, either way, a bombast will kill them all. I don't want to risk 4 bulky bombs going off with a tap power of 16. That's fucking lethal. So that one in the middle's got more defense. Well, they're all dead anyway. Oh shit! Oh, they're blowing off. Oh, they're only blowing off with death, so it's fine. I mean, it's doing a lot of damage to me because I can't really defend against it. But hey, I mean, that could have been a lot worse. I think I'll probably heal up again with... because Mario will get pretty much the full effect from... I'll wait another floor before using a whack-a-bump because I've only got 20... I'm only 20 HP below the top and 10 flower points, so I will move down. I'm going to bring out Goombella for one final attempt. How much health she got? 10, so she'll probably die in this next fucking battle, knowing her. Unless... I mean, right, this is the thing. I could heal her up, but really, I ain't going to use her again. I need one more tattle with her, and then she's pretty much done for the whole thing, so I'm just going to go see this. Fuck it. Right, here's your next enemy. Oh, it's a mover! Oh, do I risk using the mover? No, that's the whole thing. I don't want to miss this one enemy I've got to tattle. I have to come back down to floor fucking 94 for one tattle. Oh, but I could skip almost all of it. Right, I'm going to actually genuinely look up what's the chances of getting this enemy out. So I'm going to skip 2 levels, because that's safe. So that skips me to floor 96, and 98 is the next time where it's guaranteed to throw me the enemy I need. Whew, this is getting awful tactical at this stage. Mover this late in the game, see, this could have skipped me almost to the end. And I'm not doing it because I want a fucking tattle, which is a ridiculous situation to be in. Apparently there's no chance, I'm looking at the bloody probabilities right now, there is no chance of the enemy I want coming up during this flight. 96, It's all mostly poison puffs here. So I think Flurry will actually be the most useful one to have here. Oh, you got me already. Oh, an Amazy Daisy. And there is the enemy I wanted to tattle. Amazy Daisies are powerful. I hope to God it'll run away, because I just do not want to deal with that shit at this stage. But yeah, there's a Swampire there, so that's... Wow, that does 8. Holy shit, that's a lot more powerful than I thought it was. So, Swampire is the final thing we need to tattle, but obviously we haven't got Goombella at the moment, and that can be actually really powerful. Oh god, that's going to be painful. Ow, ow, bugger. Please fuck off. Oh god, no, shit, 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 shit. Oh, 19, that's really fucking powerful. I thought it was going to fuck off. Oh my god. That's outrageously powerful. I'm going to have to do some drastic stuff. Let's whack a bump on Mario. Right, so Amazy Daisies can crop up on any of these floors. Usually they run away. Sometimes they don't, and their attack is they are pretty much the most powerful non-boss enemy in the game. I'm going to try Gale Force and blow them away. I don't know if that even works in this pit. But I'm willing to give it a shot. Oh, it didn't blow the Amazy Daisy away. If that Amazy Daisy doesn't run, I'm literally just dead. I'm so fucking dead. Right, come on, run away. Run the fuck away. Run the fuck away. Oh, no! Oh! Oh, there goes another fucking life shroom. Right, I can take it out. This is the ridiculous situation I'm in. I can take it out with a supernova and then Flurry attacking it. Fuck! That's powerful. Well, I'm nearly to another level up, actually. I'm not far from it, so... that's all I can do. Because this will do 15 to all of them. I don't know how much health a Swampire has, but it is not more than 15, I'm pretty damn sure. Right, that'll deal a solid 15 damage to them, and then I believe those things only have 1 unit of defense, so wow, Swampire's got more health than I thought. Either way, let's kill the Amazy Daisy, because that thing is a colossal threat! Oh, and it's dead. That'll actually give me a lot of star points for beating it, which is at least nice. They do drop quite a few, as you can see there, which is brilliant in its own horrifying way, which means I'm going to level up from this fight, which is great, which means healing on Mario is not needed, and the fact that I've drained all my star power is basically irrelevant. Dangerous move here. I'm going to switch out to Goombella and use this chance to tattle one. Mario, you can just fucking defend. You won't die here. No one will die here because its attack only does 6 attack, and I know that. So everyone survives. Hopefully I tackle it and kill it next turn with Mario. Let's find out. At least this is the last tattle we need down here, other than one special one, which we'll talk about in a minute. That's a Swampire. It's a feared health sucker that hides in the darkness. Max HP is 20. Fuck me. Attack is 6, defense is 0. It sucks health from its prey to add to its own HP. And that totally grosses me out like you wouldn't believe. If you let it feast on you, its HP will get really high. Focus your attacks on it. And it's still on 17. Oh shit, because it's been fucking healing. Oh dear, am I going to risk... Right, how many... I've got 4 life shrooms? 5 life shrooms. There's no way I can kill that in one turn. I just gotta hope it doesn't attack Mario. I can spring jump it. Spring jumps are dangerous. Remember, don't do spring jumps, Doctor. Didn't we learn that? But then I killed the final boss with a spring jump. That was pretty cool. Right. Oh no. Ah, Mario's dead, so that drains a fucking life shroom. I mean, I'll get healed back after this, but it means I've only got 4 life shrooms left. Not a brilliant situation to be in, though I am on floor, whatever the fuck I'm on, 96, nearly 97. So that's good. I'll use multi-bonk just because... See, why can't I do that when I need to? Why not? Anyway, this is going to get me like 60 star points nearly, so that is bloody effective. Ooh, I like that. There are no useful bandages we can put on that only cost 3. Maybe Zap Tap? Which does damage when you do them. Honestly, I think the best thing to do here will be to have the extra health on Mario. But health on Mario isn't the issue, because if partners die, then partners drain life shrooms. Fuck it, I'm going for the Mario health anyway. Zap Tap's just not worth it, and this is the only 3 badge point thing I've got, and I don't want to jiggle around with stuff at this stage. We got all the tattles done, at least, so we've only got 2 normal floors to go, and then we've got floor 100. It may shock you to learn, ladies and gentlemen, floor 100 is not like other floors. So we'll talk about that when we get there and when it becomes relevant. At least we've got the star power recharge now, so we have that emergency star power for if we need to fire a fucking supernovas or any shit like that. That's a bubble right there. Let's see if I can get a nice boink. Yep, I think that was a normal attack. I don't think I got the second A press in time for that to register as a spin jump. Right. Bobbery is not a good companion to have at this point because he sets them off. Do they have any defense? I can't remember if they have any defense. Coops! Rare outing for Coops here, I think, because he can go through all of them. Oh, I'm going to suck every kind of fucking dick in town if I can't take these guys out quickly. Can I do 7 damage with Shell Slam? I have literally no idea. I think I can. Let's find out. If it was, I'm going to die. Oh, I did 8, thank fuck. Oh, that could have got real dangerous, real fast. But all things considered, that was an extremely straightforward floor. Which means we have 1 regular floor to go. If it flows to me wizards, it's going to be annoying. Anything else, I should be fine. I'm going to hang on to star power as much as I can. Other than that, I mean, let's see what's at least on the field, because that gives you some idea of it. Okay, there's a Swampire on the field. I'm actually going to bring out... Wait, is Flurry, like, dying, isn't she? Yeah, Flurry's seriously dying. Who isn't dying, you know? Goombella's not dying. Edgar's not dying. Fuck it, let's bring out Edgar for a spell, and let's try and get a good... There we go. Okay, good. I got a spin jump on him, which will start me off doing, like, 12 damage to the Swampire. Swampire and 2 Poison Puffs. That's actually, all things considered, pretty fucking nice. What to do? I will focus on the Swampire for now and just get that killed out the fucking way. I don't even know if I had to do a spring jump there. I don't think I did need to do a spin jump, but hey, he's out of the way. Oh, Stampede. Let's just fucking leather this guy. With the Power Plus, this should do quite a lot to them both. Whoa! I did 9 to both of them. That's very powerful. Oh, don't make me dizzy, you silly bastard. Oh, I don't need this right now. Sorry. Got a bit excited there. Right. I mean, Dizzy's technically speaking better than Confusion, but I don't want to waste any... I don't want to waste any flower points on Dizzy attacks. He says using a flower point attack, but this will kill them both if it lands. How do you miss a fucking tongue? Oh. Ow, that hurt Edgar a lot. Edgar, not actually seen any use so far in the Pit of 100 Trials. I mean, I'm still dizzy, so... Well, this is your time for your Emergent Thunder Rage. The special final floor. You can miss with a Thunder Rage when you're dizzy? That's loony. Ugh. Well, let's at least try this. If this misses, then, you know, at least we're... There we go. That's actually a really powerful base attack now. 3-3... 3-2-2-1-1-1. 3-2-2. Ow! The fuck, I was trying to count and I got hit by that. Okay. Chances of us leveling up are impossible. I believe, though, that was the final regular floor. I'm going to check. That was level 98, so we've got 1 more regular floor. That was a lie. Am I going to continue using Edgar? 8, 32. Bobbery's probably the best shout for going forwards from here, I reckon. Oh, wizard. Right, this is going to be a hard floor. This is going to be a really hard floor. Cause it's gonna... Oh, it's only 1 wizard. I can handle 1 wizard. And it let me use a spin jump there, which is, granted, extremely nice of it. Fuck it, I'll use a Bomb Blast. I'll just heal with a fucking Whack a Bump after this, which will bring me up to full flower points again for final shit, so... I think in the long run that's probably worth it. I thought I killed the wizard. Evidently, I did not. The fucking thing on them, the, what's it called? The super guard is really hard to get because it's actually quite hard to tell if they're attacking Mario or Bobbery, and you kind of need to get the timing right for whoever they are attacking, and I got the super guard timing there absolutely right for if they were attacking Mario, but they were attacking Bobbery, so, and Bobbery was just 8 to the face. That would have been really nice if I got that, but I didn't. I did 9 to each, which is fairly powerful. But this guy we should be able to finish off fairly easily, and then we actually are at the bottom of the normal floors. It has been 2 hours, 24 minutes for me. I don't know how long this has been on editing. This is going to be a long episode, I suspect, probably in the 40 minutes. Maybe the longest other thing. Hey, this will bonus episodes of 4, isn't it? So, before going down, make sure you're bloody well prepared, because there's some nasty shit down here. So, Whack-a-Bump on So I'm actually going to switch stuff around a little bit, because I want Vivian to be important in this next battle. Then I'm going to heal Vivian and my own flower points with a whack-a-bump. Thank you very much. Mario is on high enough HP, I think. We can heal him in battle if he gets dangerous. Goombella is on full, because there's something else down here. Something quite nasty. Entering the 100th floor. The third of the Tail brothers. Well, siblings. There's Hooktail. There's Gloomtail. Wow, what a freak! And there is Bonetail, the third and most powerful of them. Arguably, the most powerful enemy in the game, because if you remember, the Shadow Queen had 150 HP. This bad boy is Bonetail. He's the oldest brother of Hooktail. So old he's just bones, in fact. Wow, now that's old. His body's max HP is 200. His attack is 8, which isn't incredible, and his defense is 2, which is actually alright. He has various breaths which might confuse us or put us to sleep. When his HP gets low, he'll recover, or reanimate, as the case may be. He's probably stronger than the last boss, seriously. Let's do this right. I don't know whether I'm going to beat Bonetail or not. Confession, I've never beat Bonetail, but also I've never got to level 30 before. I've played this game a lot on different playthroughs. I've never really committed to one playthrough that much, so this is going to be quite close. But I have faith. And I have luck. And if I can do 9 damage at time, that'll only take a few hundred turns. No, it'll take like 20 turns, which is still quite a lot. I don't even get how much damage Goombella takes. Because Goombella is not my primary interest here. As I mentioned, my primary interest is Vivian. Because burning is great. And now I'm going to open with a power lift. Because you know, it's a boss! So I'm treating this like any other boss fight. The only difference with this one is you have to have fought some of the hardest enemies in the game just to get here. So, like, I have got to Bonetail in the past, I have fought Bonetail, but the issue is you get to Bonetail and you're fucking knackered from taking out all this other shit. I am here about as prepared as I could have been, as in I got to Bonetail with still a fairly decent amount of items. I think I've got like 4 life shrooms. I got a decent amount of healing. I'm in a strong position. But doing 7 damage at a time is still really fucking powerful. Right, now we're high-powered, I'm going to jinx him. X, B, B, Y, A. And yes, it is a him, because he calls it Hooktail's older brother. So that did 9, and should have burned. Wonderful. And spin jump. Let's not risk spring jump ever. So that did 13, which is good. Oh, that would have frozen me, and I'm really fucking glad it didn't. I'm largely going to hold on to star power for redoing power lift every now and again, and for what's it called? Use your words, Doctor. Sweet Feast, because Sweet Feast is really nice healing because it heals flower points, Mario and Vivian equally, and we haven't got any items that'll do it. We've got 4 life shrooms, we've got 2 whack-a-bumps, which will heal. I mean, that does heal stuff equally-ish, but it takes a turn and stuff like that, whereas Sweet Feast is probably some of our best healing options. I've still got another turn of maximum power, so I'm going to spin jump here again. That 2 defense is not the most powerful thing. We've already taken a quarter of his health, so we're in a strong position here. I think we can do this. I think we can. Whether we will is an entirely different thing, but it's possible. You basically got to utilize the fact that you get 2 turns and he doesn't. And so therefore your choice of partner is really important. Burn is super handy here, which is why Vivian will be out until she starts getting wounded. When she gets wounded, actually, as in more than this, I'm actually almost tempted to swap her out for Bobbery, rather than focus on healing her, though I may heal her after this, depending on how well this powerlift goes. As ever with powerlift, if I can, I'm focusing on attacking ones, as in like power raising. But last time it did not present me with any of them as an option. This time it has presented me with many, which is good. I mean, the defense is also nice because Bonetail can lay out a seriously high amount of damage, but power is everything, really. 3 and 2 is a bloody good place to be in. I know it's possible to get 3 and 3 because I've done it, but it's extremely unlikely. Breath. The breath is coloured, so that one will also freeze if it hits successfully. Vivian is wounded and will die if she takes another hit, which he will because he almost always does hitting attacks. What to do? I'm going to spin jump for now with Mario. And is it worth healing Vivian? I don't want to waste my healing at this stage. Someone's throwing shit. That's a rock! Oh! I only saw it actually when it came in the air because everything was behind fucking bubbles. Oh, what to do here? I had to use a whack-a-bump on Vivian. Not the best option, but I want Vivian out because she's got the power boost. I mean, yeah, granted, I haven't now wasted one turn of the power boost by doing that, but I want to re-burn it next turn because its fire's about to run out on it, so... Yeah, Mario can take at least another hit of that. The nice thing is, after ages of fighting multiple enemies at once, at least now you're only fighting one enemy, so you actually get more turns than them, which means you can plan stuff a lot better than you could earlier down the line, which is nice. Y, X, B, B, A. And green breath. Don't even know what that does. Don't want to know, quite frankly. I'm happier not knowing. Now it is time for Mario to heal, I believe. Let's get a good amount of healing on Mario. Good amount of healing. Let's get a whack-a-bump on Mario. No, let's go for a Zestalux, fuck it. I'm missing the flower point healing of it, but it means that Mario's back up to basically full health, which is an advantage worth having. Have I got enough star points to pull off? Yeah, another power lift. I can do that next turn. That's fine. For now, Shade Fist, I guess. It is annoying that Bonetail only... I think he may have a Stomping attack, but he only ever seems to use Breath attack, so he pretty much hits you and your partner evenly. Which is a bit of a shame when you've got a partner that can't quite take that. But we got half his health down. What the fuck's someone throwing? Is that a Fright Mask? I'll take that. I have no idea if that works on Bonetail. I have no real intention of finding out at this stage. Let's do another power lift, you know? Fuck it. If I get at least one defense here, I know that Vivian can then survive another hit. Really? You're going to throw me an entire screen of fucking mushrooms? That's bullshit. That's throwing me a lot of power stuff here at the moment. I've already got 2 power. I want to get, yeah, at least 1 defense, because then I know Vivian can survive another hit. That is not great, but his attacks do... That'll do 8, and Vivian's got, I believe, 9 HP, so that's fine. So let's give him a good fisting. Boop! There we go. And now, as long as Vivian survives this, then I can swap her out. That's fine. I don't mind swapping her out. That is not... Oh, he's doing a slam. Ow. That means we've got another turn out of Vivian, which is great, because Vivian's the one who's got the hits charged up from the... Power lift, which is really good. So, spin jump. Thing is, I've got the flower points to risk spin jump, spring jump, but I don't want to. I don't want to. It's a less reliable move. Do I want to risk? Oh, fucking risk the full jinx. All of my healing heals flower points anyway, so I can risk being a lot less sparing with it and take that freaking 10 damage hit is nice. I don't know if it redoes the timer on the burn on top of what he's already got. See, if he keeps doing that slamming attack, that's fine, because that does 5 to Mario rather than doing 7, minimum 8 at the moment, to both. So that's a really nice situation to be in. He's on 58. We are wheedling him down. No matter how well prepared you are, come on! No matter how well prepared you are, Bonetail is just a hard fight. He's always going to be a hard fight because, as I say, you are fighting him without a save point, possibly not fully healed, at the end of a huge thing. Oh, he's going to heal now. Oh, he did it again. He's turned into Richard Nixon. He just heals 20. At least he doesn't eat my audience or any dumb shit like that. Right, I can't do another thing at this point. What's it called? So I'm going to scare you. That's completely useless right now. Let's try a spring jump. Why? Why am I doing this? Why am I so stupid? Yep, only did 5 with it. Not fucking worth the effort, is it, Doctor? But do you learn? No, of course not. You think, oh, I landed a spring jump on the final boss, therefore now must be a really powerful attack. I didn't take Vivian away, and if he breaths, she's going to die. But he's slamming again. I'm glad he started doing this more and more. 4 with a good dodge. That's really handy. I'm still not ready for a fucking... What's it called? I've completely forgot my word, power lift, because I've not got the star points for it, but that was actually a successful land. I'm getting naffle star points because all these fucking bob-ombs in the audience. This is ridiculous. What to do here? If he does the attack, I don't know if I can endure it with Vivian. Swap Vivian out for Bobbery. No, Bobbery's not particularly in a great state of mind either. Coops? Is there any advantage to Coops right now? I'll slap another Jinx on him, because hopefully that... I didn't check whether that did regenerate the time on the thing. Oh, he's slamming again. This is good, genuinely. Right, now I can let off another power lift, which means I know that Vivian will be fine for a little longer. Ow! Those explosions hurt, which means that Vivian may not be fine, which is a problem. Oh, but he's down to 24. We have got this. I mean, we've got like 4 turns of time anyway in just, well, 2 turns of time if he kills us both at the same time, in terms of just time that we will get for having life shrooms. So I'm fairly confident we've got this. It's going to be close, and this is the thing. Like, this is what scares me about the Pit of 100 Trials and the Bone Tail fight is, I came into this outrageously prepared. I was already high level. I leveled up a lot on it. I did the pit pretty optimally. A second run would be more optimal because I wouldn't have to stop for fucking tattles. But generally, I did it fairly optimally, and I had a lot of items and was well prepared. I can't get any more whack-a-bumps in the game. We are max whack-a-bump because you can only get 8 in total, or 9. And I've got all the ones I could possibly get. I'm glad he keeps slamming, though. That's really helpful. But yeah, this is a fairly optimal run, and it's still going to be a close run thing. I think we'll have him. We should have him. Yes, we've got him. But it being that close is scary, and it annoys me in my crowd in this is so many bubbles, because I'm not just not regenerating star power at the rate I'd like to be, but hey, that no longer matters. We did it! We beat... We beat arguably the hardest boss in the game. I think the Shadow Queen is harder because she does more annoying shit, like makes herself immortal and stuff like that. But statistically, he is as powerful, if not more powerful. So what, you might ask, is our reward for defeating such a boss? It is possibly the most mediocre badge in the game. This is return postage. Makes direct attackers take half the damage they do. So basically, permanent spike pouch. Is that worth it? No. The bragging rights you get for beating Bone Tail and the known completion factor are really the selling point there. And that's it. I'm so happy we actually managed to do that. When I was kind of playing this out, I was like, okay, if I can just get to Bone Tail, I'll be happy. Doesn't bother me if I don't manage to beat Bone Tail. If I can get down there, tattle him. Yeah, return postage isn't great. I can talk about it. It is slightly then less on the whole completionist thing, but it is not the end of the world. If I can get that far, if I can get to far Bone Tail, I wouldn't bother doing it again because it has taken me 2 hours 37 minutes, and I know I wouldn't get the whack-a-bumps again a second time because I can't get any more whack-a-bumps. But we did it. I'm really glad we did it. But you can see what I mean of, like, we just about did it. It got close and it got dicey and I had to think, and it was hard when I was super duper ridiculously prepared. So the Pit of 100 Trials is hard. It's one of the hardest challenges in any game. Just because, like, this game, you can't play it perfectly. Like, a Zelda game, if you're clever with dodging and stuff like that, you can avoid all damage. This game, you cannot, unless you do a super guard to every attack, which I don't think is even possible. You are always going to take some damage. You cannot play this game perfectly. You may bloody well and prepare for it, but you cannot be perfect. Therefore, it's a really hard challenge, and I'm really glad we did it. I came back to the Trouble Center, but that's not actually where I need to go. I actually need to return to the fucking Bob-omb in Far Outpost. So let's do that. I'm going to go and heal first. Fortunately, I've got a shit ton. 532 coins. I actually made a profit. I had 420 before I spent 420 coins worth of stuff to go down there, so bananas with all the free whack-a-bumps. I mean, we came out of it with still a lot of life shrooms left, so I think we would have been fine. When I was planning, I was like, how many life shrooms is too many? And I was like, you know what? I'll go for 7. On balance, I could probably have gone for a few more healing items and a few less life shrooms. But did we even use the Zestalux? I don't think we even did in the end. Sorry, I was just sleeping there as well to fucking heal myself. I did use the Zestalux, so I only have 1 whack-a-bump left. So I could probably have gone for slightly more healing, slightly less reviving. But you see now why I say get the fucking strange sack. Because doing that with 10 items is basically impossible. Or you have to be fucking good at this game. Way better than I am. You can potentially do it in one run, as in get the strange sack when you hit floor 50 for the first time, and then just either buy stuff from Charlieton, or brain not working, or hope to pick up stuff when you beat enemies. That's the other thing as well. It would be easier to do if we didn't have to tattle, because that would mean we could focus on taking out enemies more efficiently in the first run, and it would also mean we could absolutely every single mover we could move the full 5 floors with, whereas with having to tackle stuff, I didn't always use movers to their full extent because I was worried about missing enemies. Oh god, well, I'll see you at the cannon. Alright, let's talk to this guy and get his stupid bloody trouble finish as well. So, you erased my graffiti, Shapaf? You erased all of it, Shalom. I am so grateful to you. But it is not like I can confirm whether you actually erased it or not, Shabu. Oh well, I guess I will just trust you, Shashakati. Take this reward, Shapal. Zesty made it for me when I told her how much I was missing the snow. It is Snow Bunny, which is fills 15 HP to freezes you. It's really not a worthwhile reward for going all the way to floor 15 in Bit of 100 Trials. But anyway, we solved the trouble. And we actually did everything. I'm really happy with the leveled ups in there, because it also meant we got to level 31, so we got to see the Superstar stage. We've seen basically everything in the game, which is wonderful. I'm going to go through the catalogue, because, oh my god, look at it. It's complete. We got it. We dang diggity did it. We got every single enemy in the game tackled. We got all the badges. We got all the everything that's on the visualizer. I'm so pleased with that. I was going to go back to Rogueport to finish, but why not? I will do it here. We're finished. That's it. That's Paper Mario, the largest single project I've ever undertaken in terms of number of episodes, the amount of time I spent recording, amount of planning. Probably the amount of time. I feel like I've been doing it pretty much since I moved to Leicester, and I've been here for a year and a half. It's not quite been that long. It was a little bit after Twilight Princess finished, but it's been a long project. It's been a colossal project, but it's over. And it never grated on me, really. It was a really enjoyable project all the way through, and I think this is a perfect cap to it. I will have actually almost certainly started Mass Effect by now, but either way, thanks for watching, especially those who've watched the whole series. It's been a brilliant journey, and I'm glad you shared it with me. So for one final time, thank you very much for watching. I've been the Doctor with the Infamous Gentleman, and this has been Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Thank you very much, and good day.